Once upon a time, in a small town nestled between rolling hills and green meadows, there lived a little boy named Jake. Jake had always dreamed of having a furry friend to share his adventures with, and one day, that dream came true. One bright morning, Jake was exploring the outskirts of his town when he heard a soft whimper coming from behind a cluster of bushes. Curiosity sparked in his eyes, and he carefully approached the source of the sound. To his surprise, he discovered a small, scruffy dog with big, soulful eyes. The dog's fur was a patchwork of colors, and it seemed a bit shy. Jake, being a kind-hearted boy, extended his hand slowly, allowing the dog to sniff and get acquainted. In no time, the two formed an instant connection. "I'll call you Buddy," Jake declared with a grin, and from that moment, a remarkable friendship blossomed between the boy and his newfound companion. Buddy quickly became Jake's shadow, following him everywhere. They explored the meadows, raced through the fields, and splashed in the nearby creek. Jake's laughter echoed through the hills, and Buddy's tail wagged happily in response. The townspeople soon noticed the inseparable duo, and the sight of Jake and Buddy became a familiar and heartwarming scene. The joy and energy they radiated were contagious, spreading warmth throughout the community. One sunny afternoon, as Jake and Buddy were taking their usual route through the town, they stumbled upon a colorful poster. It announced the upcoming Great Pet Parade, a yearly event where people could showcase their pets and celebrate the unique bond between humans and animals. Jake's eyes lit up with excitement. He turned to Buddy and exclaimed, "We have to join the parade, Buddy. It'll be so much fun." And so, the preparations began. Jake and Buddy spent days crafting a magnificent float out of an old wagon, adorned with streamers, balloons, and a banner that proudly proclaimed, "Jake and Buddy, best friends forever." The day of the Great Pet Parade arrived, and the town square buzzed with anticipation. Jake and Buddy proudly stood beside their elaborately decorated float, both wearing matching bandanas. The air was filled with laughter, and the townspeople marveled at the bond between the boy and his scruffy, four-legged companion. As they paraded through the town, Jake and Buddy waved to the cheering crowd. Children giggled, and adults smiled at the heartwarming sight. The judges, impressed not only by the creativity of the float but also by the genuine joy radiating from Jake and Buddy, awarded them the grand prize for the most heartwarming entry. The victory was a testament to the magic of their friendship. Jake and Buddy celebrated with ice cream and shared their happiness with everyone around them. The following weeks brought new adventures for Jake and Buddy. They explored the woods, climbed hills, and even discovered a hidden cave that became their secret hideout. Every day was an opportunity for laughter and discovery, and the town flourished with the spirit of their friendship. One chilly evening, as the leaves began to change color, Jake and Buddy sat by a crackling bonfire in the meadow. The sky was painted with hues of orange and pink, and a gentle breeze rustled the leaves. Jake patted Buddy's head and looked into the flickering flames. "You know, Buddy," Jake began, "I'm grateful to have you as my friend. You've made everything so much better." Buddy nuzzled against Jake, as if understanding every word. The bond between the boy and his dog was unspoken but profound, a language of love that needed no words. As the years passed, Jake and Buddy's friendship only deepened. They grew older together, sharing the highs and lows of life. Jake found solace in Buddy's loyal companionship, and Buddy found a kindred spirit in Jake. One winter day, when the town was blanketed in snow, Jake and Buddy sat on the porch, watching the flakes fall gently from the sky. The town had grown, and the meadows had witnessed countless tales of friendship. In the quiet of that snowy afternoon,